Hello and welcome to the equipment rebalance for old school RuneScape. So I just recorded this video and apparently they released a hotfix or something because I was able to wear both Dehyde boots and like a god coif, but all of a sudden I can't anymore. I can still wear the chaps, so that's cool. But yeah, so it looks like they hotfixed that out. So I thought originally, as part of the update, I thought they were going to allow one defense peers to wear these items, but apparently not. I don't know why one defense peers can't wear God Dehyde, because like Ranger boots and the Robin Hood hat are just straight up better than both of these, aside from like slight defensive buffs. But we can't wear these anymore. I could wear them 5 seconds ago, but they patched it out. Whatever. All right, let's just get into the update. I just have to re-record this video, so I'm a little annoyed because I just recorded it, and I was hyped about being able to wear Guthix Dehyde on my Pure, and they took it away. All right, so that's the relationship with Jagex that players have. It's generally animosity and hatred. All right, all right. So here's the Dehyde nerf. So they nerfed everything a little bit. The main takeaway is they reduced the magic defensive bonus on the chaps and the chest by 5, so they're a little less tanky versus magic. So you're going to be catching more ice barrages, more telly blocks, shit like this. They also significantly nerfed the melee defensive bonuses, so I'll pull up this Dehyde body so you can kind of compare. So this is current, like this is what Guthix Dehyde body does, and this is what Black Dehyde body also used to be. So you can see here, plus 55 versus plus 30 stab. You also have 47 versus 38 slash, and then 45 versus 60 crush. So the melee was nerfed significantly, and the range and magic was nerfed by -5 for both the top and the bottom for Dehyde. So Dehyde got hit pretty hard. This is fine. I can't see people bringing God Dehyde for the extra defensive stats in the wild though, because it's like, what is the chest, like 200k or something? Like I can't see the people doing that. They might, but I doubt it. We'll see though. Din's Bulwark got hit pretty hard with the magic and the melee defensive bonuses. It's still very tanky against range. You can hit up to a 46 in max tank gear. So this now has like a PvE that's like player versus environment. I guess RuneScape it's PVM. A PVM utility now, so tanks can deal some damage. You can be extremely tanky and also smack things with a shield for good damage. So this is actually a good change. It's not as effective in PvP, but it's better in PvE or PVM, because that's what people in RuneScape call it. All right, Xeric and Robe nerf. This kind of came out of nowhere. They're basically just like they're still better than normal robes. So I guess the idea behind Xeric and robes is that they're supposed to just be like better than normal robes. They still have a defense requirement. I'm sure 13 defense peers that actually use Xeric and robes and rely on them for PKing are going to be furious, because one of the big upsides of having a 13 defense peer is the Addy gloves and the Xeric and robes. Obviously 13 defense peers aren't a common build, but I would imagine if you went out of your way to make one, you'd be pretty pissed off that one of your best tools is now like pretty shitty now. They used to be quite good, but now they're just kind of trash. They're definitely better than normal robes. In my opinion, they should remove the defense requirement from these, so one defense peers can use them. Now that they're this bad, I see no reason for one defense peers to not be able to use them. Their final thing is they buffed Battle Stabs and Mystic Stabs Magic Plus, which is nice. Both, like, Battle Stabs are like 10k each, Mystic Stabs are around like 20 to 40k each, depending on the staff. So this can help with inventory compression for saving on runes, but most of the best spells in the game have blighted sacks, so it's debatable how useful this is, but it's definitely, like, if they want to buff content that sucks, I'm all for it, so I'm not going to complain about that. Like, if they want to just keep buffing random things that are useless so that they're at least like somewhat viable, I'm all for that, and they should do that. That being said, maybe they should make these 1 defense requirement or 0 defense. Now that they're this bad, they're still not as good as Elder Chaos robes, so it'd be kind of like a mid-grade in between normal robes. It'd be like normal robes, Xeric, Elder Chaos for 1 defense peers. So like Elder Chaos would still be the most valuable. Aside from that, They made it so all wilderness swords / webs will in your inventory, which is nice. And they also made a Revenant one-way entrance, which is interesting. But the main takeaway is that Dehyde was nerfed. Bulwark was nerfed in PvP, but buffed in PvM. And Xeric and Robe's nerfed. And Elemental Staves, Battle Staves, and Mystic Staves buffed. So at least we got a unexpected buff out of this. This is just +1 less than an Ancient Staff, but it also doesn't have -1 prayer. So there is, it's basically the same stats as an Ancient Staff, but no -1 prayer, and it can't auto-cast Ancients, but it's not bad. You could run this on like a budget setup or something. But yeah, that's it for this video. Definitely drop a like and a comment as to what you think. Like these changes will how do you think these changes will affect the game? Personally, I think the Xeric and Robes Xeric and Robes nerf kind of forces people to run Mystic because it's so terrible now. It's like barely if you have the defense for Mystic, you should run Mystic, and then for the Bulwark, it's going to be easier to kill Bulwark people, obviously, and then for the Dehyde. I can't see people bringing God Dehyde for the stats. I think this just makes it so that if you're running like cheap gear, it's not as effective. So maybe some people might consider running like Carol's Leather Top, for example, which is a lot of risk. It's like 2 mil. So if you have a +1, running that's quite expensive. So maybe we'll see people running God Dehyde tops. I'm skeptical though. I would imagine most people just stick with Black Dehyde because it's so fucking cheap. Like you're talking about losing like 5k or something if you die versus like 200 just for like a piece of armor that's slightly better. So I can't see people running that, but at least it's not as good now. So like if you're going to go ragging, it's not going to be as effective. So I guess that's the idea. So yeah, thanks for checking this out. I'm waiting for the PJ timer. Really, really badly want the PJ timer in this game. But yeah, I'll see you in another RuneScape video.